Hey guys, it's Tia Moore here with the NextView Home Professionals. I have a great guest in the studio with me by the name of Bridgette Baldwin. Bridgette is the owner of the Hive Mobile Bartending, Hive Mobile Bartending services, and I'm really excited to have a conversation with her. I met her months and months ago on Instagram and through Chef Ron. You guys remember he came on the podcast about a year ago almost.
Wow.
Almost. And he recommends Bridgette as one of the best bartenders around. So
Yay.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. I've been a bartender for 13 years.
Okay.
So I started when I was like 7. I'm just kidding. I started when I was 19, and I met a guy, and he owned like a hole-in-the-wall bar and wanted me to waitress, and then he taught me to bartend, and I did it forever. I loved it. It's been like my favorite job to do. You know what I mean? Like there's never been a day that I didn't want to go.
Wow.
And then I had my daughter, and I just couldn't stay up until like 3 and 4 in the morning anymore.
Yeah.
And do it every night. So I started to do weddings of like people I knew or people that were referred to me.
Okay.
And then I said, I'm just going to make this a business because the goal is, you know, to be able to drop my daughter off and pick her up and just have the free time with her, more or less, and not have to wear slacks to work anymore.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's how I
That's pretty cool.
got into it.
So what made you how did you pick the name, The Hive?
So when I first started bartending, I wanted to own a bar, which I still do, or like, you know, a brick and mortar building. And I read something about how the hive, like a beehive, is only for queen bees and worker bees. So if you're not working hard or you're not the queen bee, like you can't come in here.
Come here.
You can't be a bumblebee and come in.
I love it.
And I loved it because I feel like, you know, obviously like queen bees, that's kind of what we all are. And then I work really hard. A lot of the people I'm around work hard. They need somewhere to go and to relax. So that's how I picked the name, and then it just ended up going with the mobile side of it.
I love it because, for one, I can tell you work hard because, like I said, I think we've been in communication for like
quite
6
some
or
time.
7 months, and you're like, I don't have any days off. I don't have any days off. And then you were like, I finally got a day off. I can come. And I was like so excited. I told the girls. And then I wasn't even
really off. It's like a half day.
That's off. When you're an entrepreneur and you work hard, a half day off is like it's just as good as a full day.
You're right.
For sure. Well, I like the name. So tell us a little bit about some of your clientele, like some of the business or some of the events that you work.
So, I mean, our favorite client that we have is GoDaddy. We work with GoDaddy, which was like a huge deal for us. And when I say us, I guess you should know there's 5 of us. Okay. So it's myself and I have 4 other girls. It's all women that we work with.
Girl power.
Yeah, unless we're doing like something that's, you know, in a house, then we'll bring a guy with us for safety. But work-wise, it's women. And our biggest client is GoDaddy. So we get to do everything that they have in their Gilbert office. Nice. And a lot of their events at their Scottsdale office, which is super fun. Okay. I don't know if you are familiar with GoDaddy, or I mean, everybody kind of is, but they have super fun events, like they're a blast. So they always have themes. And
I have a friend that used to work for GoDaddy, and they always talked about the parties.
Yes, even like lunch break parties. Like the other day,
lunch break parties.
They had a winter wonderland, like in the summertime, and they had a snow machine on their lunch break, and we were there and made like spiked hot chocolates. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah. So
I want to go work at GoDaddy.
That's what I
just
said.
To go to the lunch party.
Just to party, literally. But we have that, and then honestly, it's less people I know and more people I don't know for clientele, but we have a wide range. Like we get, people who want to have residential parties, and they have bars at their homes, or we get a lot of medical professionals that do things for their teams, and they do them at their homes. We get weddings, of course, at different venues or Airbnbs, and then we have like small businesses that do like meet and greets or wines or happy hours. Yes. And those are always fun because it's almost like networking for us as well, because they're small, we're small, and their clientele usually are people who can use our services as well. So, I mean, it's honestly a wide range of clients.
That's awesome.
But it's nice because, like, working in the bars, it's something different every day, but you kind of know, like, what you're going to get. Yeah. In this industry, like, or in this kind of setting, every wedding is different. Every groom is different. Every bride is different. Like, you don't know what you're walking into.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it fun for me, for sure.
Because it's different.
Yeah.
It's the same, yet different
Right.
every day.
Like, I know I'm going to a wedding. I need to jazz it up a little bit, but you don't know, like, are they going to be crazy? Are they going to be kind of boring? Are they just going to drink wine? Are they going to be taking shots? I mean, you never know. And I think that's the excitement of it.
That's what I like about real estate, too. Because it's the same, but it's completely
you
different every
Yeah.
day. It's different. Every scenario, every person is different. But you have these certain set of things that you do no matter what.
Right.
You know?
It's like House Hunter. I watch House Hunters.
House Hunters?
Yeah. And, like, everybody's different, but they always get the same stuff.
The same stuff. See, what's funny about that, and if Samantha's watching, let me see if she's watching. So Sam's our team assistant, and she keeps saying, you need to apply to be on House Hunters. You need to apply to be on House Hunters. And I'm like, I would just, like, go crazy because, I don't know, it doesn't look that fun. However, because they do, not to go down a rabbit hole, but they record it after the people have already found a house.
Oh. I didn't know that.
So somebody asked me one time, she was like, we don't want to buy this house. We chose a different one, but we're going to have our realtor call you to see if your clients will let us use this house in our House Hunters episode. And I was like, no. My client said no. They were like, no, you're not buying our house, but you want to come through it.
Well, you know what's weird is, like, so obviously I have a little kid, so there's not much on my TV except HGTV and, like, cartoons because try to, like, keep it safe. But I always watch that, and I'm like, first of all, these budgets are whatever. Like, they're so out of control.
They are.
And, like, how do they know what they're now it makes sense. Because I'm like, how do you know you need an open concept or, like, this? Like, I don't think of any of that stuff. When I bought my house, I was like, I need 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, somewhere to put a fridge.
You're like, keep it simple. That's
it. Like, I had no idea. So, that's a disappointment.
That's what they do. It's crazy. However, I would do it. I'd still do it just because it's good for even from the social media aspect by itself. Yeah, it's huge for exposure. But we'll table that to another time. Okay, so you do GoDaddy parties, you do weddings, you do work.
Like corporate events. A lot of our business is weddings, but we do get so this upcoming season is like busy season for us. September through March is really busy for us, and then it kind of dies down, and we work a little less and kind of spread our events throughout. But we get a lot of holiday parties. Whether it be just friends or businesses, which is awesome. And lately, we've been getting, or in the summertime, I shouldn't say lately, but throughout the summer, our biggest thing was bachelorette parties. And it was what it was is people would rent Airbnbs and be like, we want to have a day by the pool. Can we have a bartender?
Oh, that's smart.
And we got so many of those this summer, and I thought, that's pretty fun. Yeah. And then they would hire a chef for the evening and get dinner. I mean, it was great.
That's a win.
I had a ton of them. And they're so easygoing because it's always like young girls.
Yeah.
They're super fun. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I might do that. I'm just kidding.
The last one I did, I was like, you guys are fun. They had like custom cups and custom straws, and then they had a chef come, and they all, like, even though they were in the house, they all dressed up for dinner. And like we made, a specific cocktail for their dinner, and we did wine, and like it was a blast.
Okay, so if my friend's watching, when we go to Miami, maybe we should do that Airbnb.
You just take me with you, and I'll take care of it.
Okay, yes. Well, that might work.
Okay, I love Miami.
So I know she's never been. I know.
I haven't been in a long time. Yeah. I haven't been in like 4 years, maybe.
See, we're going to go during your busy season though, October.
It's my birthday, so we'll just make it.
Wait, when's your birthday?
The 15th.
Okay.
We'll just do it. There's 5 of us. It's fine.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so one thing you mentioned was that your busy season is September through March.
Yes.
So you're booking up already for the holidays.
We are. So like most of October is booked.
Okay.
We have tons of stuff in November, and then usually like mid-September is when we start to fill up for Christmas parties. So we get like... My favorite is the ugly sweater parties. We get a lot of those, which is super fun because it gives me I work so much that I don't get to go to them.
Yeah.
But
so
like,
you get to participate.
Still feel like I get to go because they'll be like, oh, yeah, wear your sweater. Okay, I will. So, yeah, I mean, we usually are booking like 2 or 3 months out solid.
Okay.
And then we get some stragglers. Like maybe someone in September will ask for January or February. But it's usually like 2 months before is when people start to book with us.
Okay. So there's a couple people that were asking me about mobile bartending services when I told them you were going to come on. So if you guys are watching, you need to get in contact with Bridgette ASAP if you want your dates, because she's filling up.
For sure.
So how long have you been in business?
So we officially started business, I want to say, let's see, we had a Cinco de Mayo party last year, and then one the weekend before that. So the end of April of last year.
Okay.
And it was funny. I was like super nervous because I'm just a nervous person. And I was like, okay, if I can book like 3 events every month, I'll be so proud of myself. Like at the end of the year, and then I'll reassess. And I mean, in the month of November last year, we had 12 events just in November, and we had to turn some down because at that time we didn't have 5 girls. It was 3 of us. So I was like blown away, like so blessed. But then we know like summertime, because summertime it was like 3 to 5. And it's stayed that way. I think this month we have like 6 things. But, we kind of reassessed our market and whatnot after a year. But it's been
pretty cool.
It's been more than I expected for sure.
So that means you probably know a lot of, because you have worked with a lot of events, you can probably see who runs good events, who people should contact for different things.
I do.
So like photographer maybe, or even wedding planners.
We do. So, and I have... So I have like a little newsletter that I send out to anybody that I work with. I just add them to my list. Like if we've had an event together, if you inquired, if we chatted it up, like I put them in my list and I send out a newsletter. And basically like as I find vendors that I like to work with, that I find are reliable or they're just super good at what they do, I add them to the list. And so when people reach out to me, I automatically send it over just because like obviously like it's a small business. I'm not a huge business, but there are other people who do the same thing, and it's important. That's like the biggest thing is that network and knowing, if I can refer someone else and they can get in there, then A, I get to work with people I like, and B, I'm helping them grow their business too. There you go. So we do, like we always work with Chef Ron. We love him. We have a DJ that we work with pretty often. We work with Creatively Crafty Events. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
I've seen it on your Instagram.
Yeah, we work with them all the time. They're usually our event planners.
Because I saw they do a lot of farmhouse style type things.
A lot of farmhouse stuff, a lot of outdoorsy stuff.
Yes.
She's really good with like the floral arrangements.
Nice.
She's amazing. So
we have to get her on here too.
Yeah,
then.
She's great. She's awesome.
Somehow this is turning into the all ladies podcast, and I am not mad at it at all.
I'm never mad at that.
Okay, so let's say, for example, because we've been talking about doing a happy hour to celebrate our 1 year on the podcast.
Okay.
And so inviting all of our guests that have been on the podcast over the last year. And so it'll turn into like a networking thing.
Okay.
And then we'll probably invite clients too. I don't know. It's going to morph into something that I probably don't even see yet. But because obviously you're on the podcast now. So if we hired your company for bartending services, would one of the other girls come and work so that you can actually network?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
When we have networking events, sometimes we get the opportunity to show up and we don't necessarily like always handle them the way we would handle our other events. We usually take 2 people because we want to take advantage of that. We get the opportunities here and there. We got a networking event at the Phoenix Children's Museum, for example. And it was basically like, if you guys show up, you can show your work, you can do all this stuff. That's nice. And I was like, done deal. Like, to say no more, I'm definitely taking this opportunity. And so we came and taught a class, like a mixology class, and there was 3 of us. Cool. So, like, some of us walked around, one person taught the drinks, and, like, it was amazing. So we were able to talk to people.
How often do you teach classes? Or was that a one-off type of a thing?
So that was the first time we did it, but we do offer it. We actually work with Chef Ron, and we are starting to do, like, dinners paired with mixology classes.
Nice.
So people can, like, while their dinner's getting prepped, kind of say, oh, okay, we love old fashions, or we love bacon-based drinks, whatever it is, and then we come up with a little menu. We come in and
did you just say bacon-based?
Yes.
That's a thing?
It is. That was one of our drinks at our last the mixology event. It was a maple bacon old fashioned.
Interesting, and that was a hit.
So good. So good.
I don't eat meat, so it's like bacon.
I don't drink old fashions, but I eat bacon.
You're like, drank that.
Right. So
do you have a favorite drink to make? I think you told me.
So I don't necessarily have a favorite drink to make. I just like to come up with stuff like that. Okay. So if I'm like, for example, I had a couple, and they had a I don't know how familiar you are with like Rapunzel or like
Nope.
Tangled. Okay, so Tangled the movie, which obviously I'm a mom, right? So I know that movie front to back.
Yeah.
She's like, our wedding theme is Tangled, like the movie. And I'm like, I know all about this. I know everything there is to know. And she's like, can you make us some drinks with that theme in mind? So of course, like the movie, there's a lot of purples, a lot of florals. And like the one drink was called Tangled in Love. The other one was a hibiscus-based drink for the florals, you know, stuff like that. And she just loved it. But that is, I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't have a favorite. I like to do that. So I like
you like
to,
the creative part of it.
match drinks with people kind of, or with their theme or what they have going on or what they're trying to achieve.
I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a difficult person to make drinks for. So I think I have this alcohol allergy. Of course, I haven't been tested for it, but I know that I have, like, certain things I'll drink and my throat will close.
You probably have like a wheat allergy.
I don't know. I can drink Tito's. That's what I do know.
Tito's.
I can drink Tito's.
Gluten-free and wheat-free.
Oh, I can drink it and I don't have any side effects. I don't break out in hives. I don't have breathing issues because my air passage is closing. None of that. So, anyway, so if I told you that, what would you say? I want to get that allergy checked. But what would you say? Maybe we can make what?
I mean, I honestly, that would be hard because I would need to know, like...
What if I said I can only drink Tito's?
Okay, so we're going to go Tito's. So I would say, and what kind of, like, what are we doing? What's our goal? Are we having a party, or are we, like...
Yeah, I'm just having friends over to my Airbnb in Miami.
Okay, so we're, like, beaching it up or doing the pool or whatever.
Yeah.
I would probably do, like... I don't know, something with cucumber because cucumber's super refreshing, right? And it has health benefits, but whatever.
I know you're past that point.
Right. I mean, we'll just like throw that in there for people who want to stay healthy. So like maybe Tito's cucumber. You could do like a martini. I mean, we could do a mule, like a Tito's mule, and do like a cucumber mango mule or something.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it just depends. I'd probably throw you a couple options, give you like some cute names on them. And then let you pick.
Maybe we'll have to have a signature for our networking thing that we put together.
Can make a cute sign
just so I can happily get buzzed
with your Tito's.
With my Tito's.
We'll just make,
because usually what I do is I just don't drink. I'm like, I just don't drink. That's what I do. I'm serious. And everybody's like, so when I do drink, people are like, what, you're drinking? And I'm like, yeah, they had Tito's, and I'm okay. I can drink.
Do have a friend who has like she can't have gluten or dairy or anything you could think of. She eats like cardboard. Okay. And she drinks, only thing she can drink is like Tito's and like club soda. But Tito's that's why they're so popular. Like fun fact. Yeah, like so they're based in Texas and they're like the #1 vodka because it sounds dumb to say they have like health benefits, but it's like if you're gonna drink vodka, that's probably your better choice.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm happy about it. Like once I figured, and it's sad that I would keep trying to have like little sips to figure out which one instead of just going and figuring out, okay,
like what your allergy is.
So I know it's so stupid, but I'm working through those things.
It's cool. I'm allergic to apples, and I was drinking Angry Orchards like every day. Like it's fine. It's totally fine.
What side effect do you have?
Nothing. I just get like upset. Not like yours. Okay. I just get like an upset stomach. But
it's funny though how those allergies will present themselves in different ways. I have a client, Rebecca. Hi, if you're watching. She is a nutritionist, and so anyway, I'm going to start seeing her so I can figure out those little things. Yeah. Because there's so many things, like you can get inflamed, and you don't even know your body's. There's just so many things.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, but hopefully
you'll probably
Tito's
still eat half of them
be in.
I think you'll be
the mix. I'm really good at removing foods, though.
Well,
surprisingly.
Or American Harvest is a good one too.
American Harvest,
it's vodka. It has like nothing in it.
Huh.
You can always get wine-based vodkas too.
What does wine-based vodka?
They make
wines give me instant headache. No matter
what about rice? They make rice-based liquors too.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that could work.
It's got to have the options.
See, I just need you as my bartender.
That's what I'm saying. Hello. You don't want to not drink. Hello. I mean, not saying that you should drink a ton, but
I mean, sometimes if you're at a party,
or you want to hang out. What if you want to toast?
Or if you're bringing the bartender, then you should at least enjoy it.
That's what I'm saying.
Hello. So yeah. Well, I'm so happy that we got an opportunity to catch up, and we got an opportunity, to meet all together.
Right.
In person, because you see people on Instagram and you interact and you feel like you know them.
Right.
Same thing with Facebook, and you're just like, oh, I got to meet this person in person.
That's the world today.
I know.
You have all these friends that and they root for you and everything, and you've never even met them.
I know, it's so funny. I was telling somebody I met somebody that I followed on Instagram. I was in some restaurant in Scottsdale, and I was like, "Is your name Jen?" And she was looking at me like, "Who the heck are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram."
So we're basically friends. I watched your kids grow.
It was just weird because she was sitting right next to me.
Right.
And it's like, well, I can't scroll down my timeline, like your pictures, and know that you're sitting here and I don't say hi. It's kind of weird. So anyway, we took a selfie and commemorated the occasion, and that was that. It's always fun. So anywho. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, just as we wrap up, can you let everybody know how they can find you and get in contact with you for your services?
So Facebook, it is basically the Hive Mobile Bartending, and Instagram is the same, at the Hive Mobile Bartending. Email is info@thehiveaz.com. If you wanted to call me, you could call 602-699-HIVE.
I don't want to forget the number.
Right, HIVE.
And you guys, we will put the Hive's contact information in the show notes on here if you're listening on audio, and if you're on Facebook, we'll put it in the comments. And we have a question from Fabi. She said, "What is the easiest way to book services?"
The easiest way is through email.
Through email.
So I would just email, and then we can send over. Basically what we do, this is probably important, we have set packages, and then we can customize packages. So we, throughout our first year of business, kind of saw what worked best and what we did the most of, and created those into packages. And then we also offer like hourly services. So let's say you have an Airbnb, you already have a bar there, and you're like, hey, we just want to hang, we want you to come, we'll bring everything. We just do it hourly, or we can customize packages if what we have just doesn't fit.
There you go. And you guys, her prices are very competitive. So if you're planning an event and you're looking to figure out what you're doing, give the Hive a call and
definitely
get their, find out what their services. You see how nice she is. How would you not want to work with them?
And all my girls are really nice too.
They seem nice. I don't know them, but like I said, Instagram nice.
No, they're great. We get nothing but praises from the girls that go out. I mean, they really try to do their best to be a part of what's going on.
That's good.
And not just a worker. So they kind of go above and beyond, and I love that's important to me.
Best.
Yeah, that was important to me, and they do a great job.
Awesome. Well, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in and watching this week. It was really good to get to know Bridgette and learn about the Hive Mobile Bartending. Again, you guys have her information. We'll go ahead and put it in the show notes and in on the comment section on Facebook. As always, we want to thank all of the people that help us make this show possible each and every week. I'd like to first say thank you to my team, Fabi and Samantha. We have been working really hard. If you guys are following us on Facebook, you know that we recently made a brokerage change. We left Keller Williams, and now we're working with we're working through eXp Realty. We are still NextView Home Professionals, offering you the same high level of service. Our work ethic remains the same as always. We came with it. We're born with it. We continue to develop it. So, we're happy to help you. If you guys have questions about buying real estate, selling real estate, maybe you just have a simple question about remodeling changes you're about to do, whatever your real estate question is, give us a call, and we are happy to assist you. So again, Sam and Fabi, thanks so much for all your guys' hard work over the last couple weeks. I know it's been a lot of work moving, changing offices and all that. So I really appreciate all your efforts. Our loan officers, the best loan officer team in the business, the Oliver Whalen team at Nova Home Loans. You guys, we just sprung some things on them. We have a couple people that want to close on their houses early, and they're like, yep, we got it. They're moving, and they're getting those closings done. So we really appreciate it. If you guys have credit issues, you have concerns, or you want to figure out what your steps are so that you can become a homeowner, or that you can or to figure out if you can purchase a second property or a vacation property, give Ryan and Justin a phone call. They'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Again, even if it's just an inquiry for now, they're happy to help you out with those services, and they just have an amazing team. Our home warranty of choice is Platinum Home Warranty. Yvonne Hunter over at Platinum can answer any questions you guys have about Platinum's home warranty services. They also have a website that includes all of their pricing and information. And then again, you can call me and my team. We can be reached. You guys have the number 480-281-3078. You can send us a text. You can call us, and we're happy to send you those brochures so that you can get an idea of what is offered, what's covered, and what's not covered, and all those good things. One of the things that I think is important, especially for summer, everybody's having, well, not everybody, but if you're having an air conditioning service, it's the most inconvenient time of the year to have it. So the nice thing about Platinum's home warranties, they actually cover hotel stays if they can't get out and fix it. That's huge. I know some people who have been like, oh, we're in our house and it's hot and we're sweating and we don't know what to do. You can just, they do cover hotel services. I know for me, when I walked in my house and my air was out, I just walked right out the door and went and checked into the Marriott, and then I called the AC guy because it's just crazy. And then our title professionals that we like to work with is Security Title. Jeremy Eaton over there at Security, he's awesome. He has an amazing team. Elva Palmer, Kristen Holly, that's typically who we work with, and we recommend. They do a good job making sure that you guys are purchasing homes that are free and clear of all liens that are not yours.
So super important.
I know. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday, same time at 1 p.m. here live on Facebook. See you soon.